Hello everyone. In this video I'm going to show you how to hide and unhide worksheets. And you can see in this workbook I have 6 sheets, and what I'm going to do is create a macro that when I press it, I press Control Q, it's going to hide the sheets. So down here you just saw that it hid the sheets. Now I'll press another macro, Control W. Um, Sorry, that's the wrong one. Control E actually is going to unhide the sheet. So Control Q and then Control E, unhiding and hiding sheets. So how do I do that? First thing is you want to create 2 macros in the macro recorder. So you go to Tools, Macro, Macro Recorder, Record New Macro. And what I did was I put in a shortcut key, Control Q, I pressed OK, and then I just stopped recording right away. So the macro was blank. And then I did that again. So after it stopped recording, I just went back to Tools and did that same thing again. So then I would have 2 macros with shortcut keys. Um, then what I did, um, I named those macros. Initially, I named those macros hide sheets and unhide sheets. So I have 2 macros that were initially blank. And then I went into the macro and I wrote this code. So here's the code to hide the sheets. Dim my sheet as worksheet. So that declares a variable called my sheet that is a worksheet variable. And what that means is that you just created a variable that has the same properties and qualities that a worksheet has in the Visual Basic language. And then you write a for statement that says for each my sheet in worksheets. So for each worksheet in worksheets, that's what that basically means. Because you created a worksheet variable. Now you're saying for each worksheet in worksheets, and this worksheets is all the worksheets in your workbook. So if you have 100 worksheets, this will be 100. The number of worksheets is going to be 100. And what you're going to do is loop through each sheet. So for every sheet in the however many worksheets you have, you want to do an if statement. And the if statement is if the sheet name doesn't equal the active sheet name. So I should preface this by saying that this macro will hide every sheet except the active sheet. And that's good. It's used commonly, I guess, in some places. If you don't want to do that, you could hide all the sheets, or you could only hide certain sheets. You could do whatever you want, but you would do that here, like working with it like this, with the name of the worksheet. So in this case, I want to hide every sheet except the active sheet that I'm on. So how do I do that? If the my sheet name does not equal the active sheet name, then I want to hide the sheet. And you do that right here. My sheet.visible equals hidden, equals Excel sheet hidden. So what this means is that for every sheet that is not named active sheet.name, you're going to hide those sheets. And recall that Excel doesn't allow you to name sheets the same, so you're never going to have a case where 2 sheets are going to be of the same name. So this is going to hide all the sheets except your active sheet. Now what you want to do is be able to see all your sheets again. So that's very easy. You do the same code, you just copy it, you take out the if statement, but you leave in the my sheet.visible, and now you want to make it visible instead of hidden. So what this is doing is for each my sheet in worksheets, make my sheet visible. So let's say you have 5 sheets and you're on active sheet called dog. Up here, every sheet that's not named dog is going to be hidden. And down here, every sheet, no matter what its name, is going to be visible. Okay, so that's basically it. Very simple code, short, and it gets the job done. And again, you can see down here, I'll press Control Q, and it hid the other sheets. It hid 5 sheets. Now I'll press Control W, I keep doing that. It's actually Control E, and there you go. So Control Q, Control E. You can make these shortcut keys whatever you want initially. So that's basically what this video was. If you have questions, if you have you know, a project you're working on that you want to know how it's done, just send me an email and I'll be happy to take a look. So hope you enjoyed it. Please comment. Thanks.